In a legal showdown that has gripped the nation and sent shockwaves through South Africa's political elite, Democratic Alliance Federal Chairperson Helen Zille has emerged from the courtroom as a formidable force, ripping into President Cyril Ramaphosa and several top ANC members in a case that has laid bare the internal rot plaguing the ruling party. The case, heard at the Johannesburg High Court, stemmed from a defamation lawsuit initiated by the ANC leadership after Zille made scathing public remarks accusing the president and several ANC heavyweights of orchestrating systemic corruption, suppressing dissent within government institutions, and manipulating state agencies for political survival. What was meant to be a routine defamation trial turned into a devastating exposé, one that laid the ANC's dirty laundry bare for the public and the world to see. As the courtroom filled with journalists, legal observers, political activists, and citizens hungry for answers, Zille took the witness stand with unwavering poise. From the outset, her testimony was less of a defense and more of a direct attack, backed with documents, whistleblower testimony, and internal ANC communications that many never expected to see the light of day. Her legal team, led by some of the country's most seasoned constitutional lawyers, presented a compelling narrative that the current administration under President Ramaphosa has not only failed to dismantle the legacy of state capture but has, in many ways, entrenched it under the guise of reform. Zille did not mince words. She pointed to direct connections between Ramaphosa's office and a network of shadow donors allegedly channeling funds through obscure NGOs and public-private partnerships for personal and political gain. She further implicated senior ANC members, including sitting ministers, in coordinated efforts to silence internal whistleblowers, manipulate procurement systems, and weaponize institutions like the South African Revenue Service, SARS, and the Hawks. One of the most damning pieces of evidence presented was a confidential memo dated early 2023, allegedly circulated among ANC National Executive Committee members. The memo, which Zille's team claimed was leaked by a former ANC official turned whistleblower, revealed strategies to neutralize opposition-led municipalities by stalling National Treasury disbursements and launching targeted audits to discredit non-ANC administrations. The ANC's legal team, clearly rattled by the depth and breadth of Zille's arsenal, struggled to recover. Attempts to frame her as politically motivated and reckless fell flat when the court allowed the admission of evidence previously under seal in other ongoing investigations. At one point, the ANC's lead counsel was rebuked by the judge for attempting to suppress questions related to the Fela scandal, arguing they were irrelevant. The judge disagreed. Zille's testimony brought renewed attention to Ramaphosa's controversial handling of the 2020 Fela farm burglary, suggesting it was just one example in a broader pattern of concealment and executive overreach. Her lawyers drew a parallel between the suppression of that scandal and the chilling of voices within the ANC who've called for transparency, many of whom, she claimed, have since faced demotion or internal disciplinary action. As news of the High Court drama made headlines, South Africans took to social media to express a mix of outrage and vindication. Zille didn't just win the case, she exposed a culture of political rot, one X, formerly Twitter, user posted. Calls for an independent inquiry into the president's alleged misconduct have intensified, with opposition leaders demanding immediate parliamentary debate. Even within the ANC, murmurs of dissent are reportedly growing. Sources suggest that several ANC MPs are privately acknowledging the weight of Zille's allegations and are now considering breaking ranks in upcoming parliamentary sessions. The EFF and Action SA have already signaled their intention to launch motions for a formal commission of inquiry. While the judge has yet to deliver a final verdict, legal analysts say the tide is turning. Even if the court dismisses the ANC's defamation case against Zille, the political consequences may prove far more devastating. Zille's performance in court didn't just defend her statements, it reframed the national conversation around accountability, leadership, and the cost of unchecked power. Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear: Helen Zille didn't just walk into the High Court to defend her reputation. She walked in with a mission to expose, to challenge, and to dismantle a narrative that has protected the ANC's inner circle for too long. And in doing so, she may have changed the trajectory of South Africa's political landscape.